Yes crew, this is your boy Zac Stanton and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to look at using some pitch modulation to create a nice bad boy wompy faller for those house, garage and tech house tunes. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay guys, so let's just open Serum. And let's go to our oscillator 8 and choose the BSOD square. Knock it down by 2 octaves so we get that garage vibe going on. There we go, nice and buzzy. It's going to pull the fine tuning down to -24. Push the voices up by 4 in the unison just so we get a little bit spread there in width. Pull the detuning amount to around 10. And then same again, I'm going to add in oscillator B. Make sure it's on BSOD square. Push it down by 2 octaves. And then this time we're going to go on the fine tuning. Put it down to -26. I always use these values just because that's my vibe, my style. I just feel like this is the sweet spot for me. There you go. Just sound a little bit more nasty and evil, a little bit more, you know, swagger, getting down. But yeah, it's going to push up the voices again. And then we're just going to pull the tuning to around 10 again. You could, if you want, have it on 35. If you just want a little bit of variation between the tuning. So from here, we're just going to add in LFO1 on oscillator A, so that we're going to start modulating the coarse pitch, which you'll hear now. Just going to turn oscillator B off just to show you this. So by default, Serum put it on 19. As you can hear, it's modulating the pitch. What you can do, if you want to experiment with the values, you can set it to whatever you like, but for this particular sound, keep it on 19. So to show you now, if we change the value, just going up in pitch. Getting a little bit more of a dub siren going on there. And then same again, we're just going to add in oscillator B and whack LFO1 on the coarse pitch there, so that both oscillators are modulating now on the pitch. Just going to set it to trigger, but we want the pitch to fall, so we're just going to pull our LFO shape over to the left, so we've got a falling position now. It's got like a little hill going on there, little steep hill going down. But I want that to be slower on the LFO rate, so I'm just going to put it to a bar. As you can hear there, it's falling. And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start modulating the wavetail position on both oscillators, just so we can get a little bit of movement now. Just going to put it to trigger, and then you can experiment with this, but I put it on 1/8 for this particular sound just because I like the wobbles to be a bit fast and that movement to be really quick. As you can see there, it's modulating the wavetable. And then from here, we're just going to add in a filter. Make sure that A and B has been sent. Put it on a low 12. It's going to open up the cutoff. Start pulling it down to around 100. and then I'm going to apply LFO2 on there, onto the cutoff, and start modulating that. And now we're getting a bit more wompy and wobbly. Put it down to around 40. Then we're going to push up the resonance to about 37. You can go a little bit further than this as well. 47 is rather nice. But let's just put it on 37 for the time being. We're just going to push it up on the drive, just to boost the signal a little bit. Now what we want to do from here is go into our effects section, start adding in some dimension expander, just to widen the sound a little bit. Give it some size, and then we're going to use the hyper just to thicken it up a bit. That's sounding mean. And then we're going to add in some distortion now, just to take the sound a little bit further. Now you can choose whatever distortion you want, but for this particular sound I choose Sine Shaper. And we're just going to put it on pre, and it sounds terrible right now, but if we go to our little section here and choose our bandpass, put it on 53% there, and then we can just experiment now with the filter position. And we just got to find the sweet spot now. That'll do for now. Now we're just going to push up the drive a little bit and add in some more harmonics, just to make it a little bit nastier. And now, as you can hear, we're just adding a little bit more top end of the sound, just adding in some more distortion there. So we're just going to go to the filter and add in an additional one of those, and we'll choose the low 6 for this. And then we're just going to shave off some of the additional harmonics that we've put in via the distortion. Put it down to around 100 Hz, and then same again on LFO2. We're going to start modulating the cutoff of this filter. And I'm going to start pulling the modulation amount down. 40 is rather nice. Let's go a little bit lower. Tell you what, let's have it on 40. Just so it sounds nice and mean. And then from here, we're just going to add in some reverb there. Let's just pull that size down, the decay. Push up the decay a bit. And that's pretty much it for the sound, guys. But like I say, we could go back into LFO2 and make the rate a little bit slower. Can even make a little bit more of a sweep, just have it on a bar. You know, the key with this sound is to have it in a track where it's going to be heard just before the end of the bar. Reason being because you've got all the other synths talking to each other, and then you've just got this nice little wobble that's being heard at the end of the bar, and it can either create a nice transition or be a main aspect of the synthesis in your tune. So it just creates a little bit more energy and a little bit more badness in your house and garage tunes. So that's pretty much it for the sound, guys. But just before I go, I just want to show you with on this wavetail position here, on this type. So when we've got the arrow pointing right, the modulation's only going in the positive direction. But if we've got it on left and right, the modulation will go left and right, so both positive to negative. So if you just listen now on the wavetail position, and I don't know why that's not going up there, must be a little bit faulty at the minute, but if you listen to the modulation on the wavetail position, it'll start going left and right. Whereas if you just got it in the right, on the positive direction, it's just going over to the right. Let's just turn off that reverb there. So just show you that again. So right now it's just going to the right. Just put it on left and right, so positive and negative. It's going left and right, okay? So there you go, guys. That's it for the sound. Hope you liked it. Okay guys, so just to recap, we've looked at setting up the oscillators. We've also looked at applying some LFO modulation to the coarse pitch and then creating that nice faller motion on the LFO shape. We've also looked at setting up the filter, and then we've took the sound a little bit further by adding some effects such as some dimension expanders for some wideness and thickening of the sound. We've also looked at adding in some secret sauce via the distortion and using a bandpass filter just so we can create some more grit and grunt for that badness. And then we've just applied some reverb just to create a little bit of space. Go away today, take what you've learned from this session and start implementing this sound and these techniques into your own tunes. Let me know in the comment section below which is your favourite tune with the wobbling and that nice womp downfaller vibe. If you want to get my help personally, you can add me on Instagram and send me a message and we can discuss things further. Or you can visit the link below where you can donate to the channel. And last but not least, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.